Hello everyone, I am Zi-Ru. I am honored to participate in the virtual conference this year. The paper title is The Guide System of Gamification and Augmented Reality in a Museum Space. I will go through this topic: introduction, problem and objective, methodology and steps, results, and the final is conclusion. This paper introduces the previous research about museum and gamification. The second is augmented reality applied in guide surveys. Today, museums play the role of social education. It has a wealth of collections and related materials, and stimulates and encourages people to learn. And then, guide is frequently used by visitors in museums. Many museums and researchers like to explore what kind of guide method can improve learning. In terms of guide device, digital guide of personalized mobile is well used. The mobile device is characterized by high portability and powerful computer functions. The second issue is gamification. The trend of gamification applied to museums could enhance visitors' experience. The word gamification is generally defined as applying elements such as game thinking, game mechanism, and design structure to non-game social activities and services. The second part of previous review is augmented reality applied in guide surveys. Augmented reality may combine virtual and real worlds, and enable visitors to be in a three-dimensional environment to engage in real-time interaction with objects. It is considered to serve as a communication medium between the museum and the visitors. The application of augmented reality in museums is of various possibilities and multiple creative expression potential. The second is problem and objective. The first problem is if a museum provides different guide devices and information content for different visitors, it will impose an excessive burden on manpower and material cost. The second problem is traditional guide methods can by no means achieve the best presentation and explanation for in-depth and detailed expertise of each exhibit. The Problem 3 is professional but important exhibit information is often hard to understand, thereby those visitors of the motivations for further information. Professional but important exhibit information is often hard to understand. Thereby, the first problem is if a museum provides different guide surveys and information content for different visitors, it will impose an excessive burden on manpower and material cost. The second problem is traditional guide method can by no means achieve the best presentation and explanation for in-depth and detailed expertise of each exhibit. The problem 3 is professional but important. Exhibit information is often hard to understand, thereby losing features of the motivations for further information. The objective is to explore new possibilities of museum guide planning and design through game-based design thinking and augmented reality application, and guide the public to recognize the museum learning mode. Therefore, this study took the wood frame construction of Eastern architecture exhibition as an example. The next part is methodology and steps. There are 3 steps in the research. First is case study. Second is prototype implementation, and the final is user testing. The first step is case studies. Through case analysis, this study obtained the game element. The second step is prototyping. A prototype made based on guide content planning, game element and rules, system interface design, and the prototyping of game guide system. The final step is user testing. It was to confirm the feasibility of the prototype and explore the learning effect of application of game and augmented reality in the museum guide. The study results were based on the execution of case study is obtaining the mode and the factor of gamification. Second is prototyping implementation is building a guide system, and the user testing is getting the feedback of the prototype. The results of case studies took 6 game factors, including points, levels, achievement, virtual goods, leaderboards, virtual gifts. Through the analysis of 5 gamification cases, they applied to museum guide to propose design criteria of the game-based action application program. And then the result of prototyping. The first is to select exhibition themes. 8 exhibition themes were thought out and used as content of game-based guide plan. Please refer to graphical representation in this figure, and please see the table 2 for 8 themes of the guide plan in the paper. The second is to design user interface and UI flow. According to the result of game element and rules from case study, the interface flow and usability design were carried out to plan. The figure for part of the interface design, and the figure of UI flow design point out the guide experience was divided into virtual scenes and real scenes. Virtual scenes refer to the guide information and the game interactive content of exhibit provided in the application program, while real scenes refer to the content of exhibit in the physical environment. The final is to implement the prototype system. The system software in this study was developed by using a game engine, Unity. In addition, the application of augmented reality technology is the Foforia development kit. After the system is built, it is tested and used in the exhibition hall to ensure the system will be working. The step of user testing intended to test the feasibilities of guide system and observe tester system usage behavior. The total number of samples is 40, all of whom are college students aged 18 to 30. They were familiar with the user interface design and the process in the mobile application program, but did not know the knowledge of the exhibition. And then to observe the system usage behavior based on visiting time of each exhibit, and the game rule and achieving level. The result of the observation. This paper get 3 phenomena based on augmented reality to the guide system, gamification to the interface of the augmented reality guide system, and the game content design. The final is conclusion. This study hoped to adapted prototyping to develop a guided application program that applies gamification concepts and augmented reality, and to obtain a preliminary design model of gamification for museum guide. Thank you for your listening. If you have any question, you can contact me by email.